Welcome all to season 23 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we are set to go racing here this season. and we are racing like it's 1999, literally, because these are 1999 NASCAR cars we're racing this season on. And we are at Daytona National Speedway for the running of the Gatorade Twin 125s. This is the race. This is the qualifying races that will determine who the lineup for the Daytona 500. The front row, as always, locked in to the big show, obviously. And so this is Gatorade 125 race number 1, and Joshua Osborne, who's the pole sitter for the 500, he's the pole sitter for the Gatorade 125's race number 1 as well. This season, he's in the SKF Ford car number 99 as we go through the starting line for this event. It's the 24-lap race, I should say, for duels, I should say. Same amount of laps you'll have for the 400 this season as well. So, alongside of Osborne will be car number 1, the Pennzoil Chevrolet. It's Jay Jefferson. He's alongside on the front row. Row 2 has Marcus Sachi. He's the pole sitter for he's one of the rookies, I should say, for this season. The Citgo Ford car 21. He'll be alongside Nathan Orman in the Coors Light Chevrolet car number 40. Orman, the second-year racer in this series. Third row has Keith Batson, the Quality Care Service Ford car number 88. He'll be alongside car number 9. It is Sky Cummins in the Cartoon Network Ford car number 9. The fourth row will have car number 66, Zachary Fitzwater in the big Kmart Ford. He'll be alongside Dylan Potey, the two-time Daytona 500 winner in this series. The Caterpillar Pontiac car number 22. He has one of our in-car cameras in this duel as well. The next row down will have Kat Batson in car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, and she'll be alongside car number 7, the Phillips Ford Chevrolet of Casey Nanako, or Nanico, I think, how do you pronounce his last name, but anyway, he's alongside in the Phillips Chevrolet car number 7. Next row down is Jesse Turner in car 75, the Remington Arms Ford, and he'll be alongside car number 11, the Paychex Ford of Emmanuel Hartnett. He's a former Daytona 500 winner himself. And in fact, if I remember the last time we were in the Cup 2000 mod in the Daytona 500, he won the event, if I recall correctly. So we'll see what happens. Next row down has Cole Deaver in car 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, the season 21 champion. He'll be alongside car number 43, Joshua Collard in the STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside. Deaver has our second in-car camera in this duel. Next row down has Mike Becker in car 44, the Hot Wheels Pontiac, and Henry Sanford in 55, the Square D. And alongside of him, I should say, would be number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet of James Henry. Next row down is Jessica Shelton in car 94, the McDonald's Ford, and she'll be alongside Henry Sanford in 55, the Square D Chevrolet. And starting shotgun field back in the Castrol GTX Cup Series after a couple of season hiatus, Cab Shearer in 36, the M&M's Pontiac, and alongside of him will be Zach Winkle in car 97, the John Deere Ford. As always, 3 in-car cameras will be carried in this duel. The 3 cameras will be carried, as we mentioned, by Cole Deaver, Dylan Potey, and the pole sitter Joshua Osborne. We'll all have our in-car cameras in this duel. And here comes the fire the engines for this first duel at Daytona.
3, 2, 1.
So not as many rookies we have this season for the series. I should say we have only I think only 3 rookies this season. That's Casey Nanako in the 7 car, and two of the rookies will be in duel 2. That would be the guys. That would be Brandon Parker and Adam Flickinger. That's the 2 rookies in duel 2 we'll have. Well, that'll be coming up in after the first duel ends. And several drivers in this first duel, by the way, we have here today, would love to get their first Daytona 500 wins. And in fact, Joshua Osborne has been in every season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, all 3 of them, has never won the 500, believe it or not. Neither has Keith Batson, neither has Cole Deaver, neither has Joshua Collard, and neither has Jessica Shelton, believe it or not. Those drivers have never won the Daytona 500 in this series. They hope to do so this season there, but of course we have to get through the Gatorade Duels first. They'll determine the qualifying spots for the 500. Joshua Osborne is the pole sitter for the 500, so he's automatically locked in. So if he wins the duel, so he'll keep his pole position starting spot either way, whether he finishes anywhere in the field. As the pace car goes off the pit road, the green flag is out, and the Gatorade 125 race number 1 is on. And to keep explaining how this procedure works, by the way, here, if Osborne's got the pole sitting starting spot, as we said, regardless of where he finishes in this duel. Now, if any of the other 20 cars, if any of the other 19 cars in this field wins the race, then he or she will lock down third position, starting position in this event. And in Duel 2, by the way, if he or she wins Duel 2 besides the outside pole sitter, then he or she will lock down fourth position starting spot. So that's how it all goes. And the rest of the positions, of course, will determine, of course, where they'll start for the 500. Like if they win the race, they'll start third. If they finish second, they'll start fifth, and so on and so forth down the line. Marcus Sacchi leads the first lap in the Gatorade Duels as we complete the first of 24 laps here. Keith Batson is currently second position right now. Third is Osborne trying to hold on to third, but Fitzwater is going to take that spot away as they come out through turns 1 and 2. Kat Batson, Keith's wife, in the 28 car. You usually see Keith in the 28, believe it or not. But he and Kat decided to switch rides, and now Kat's got the 28 and Keith's got the 88 car. And guess what? Keith is the one leading the race right now in the Dale Jarrett colors. Speed shot. Second lap tied at over 190 miles per hour here at Daytona International Speedway. Fitzwater second position right now. Kat Batson is going to try for third spot. In the fourth goes Marcus Sacchi, Jesse Turner in the 75 car with Remington Arms as sponsor. Back with Remington Arms as sponsor on the Raymock Racing Ford. And he's battling inside with Joshua Osborne for position right there as they go through turns 3 and 4. On board Cole Deaver's car, and the roof came on the GM Goodwrench Chevy. Deaver rides right now in fifth position. There's a look for Dylan Poteet's camera, looking right at the back bumper of Jessica Shelton's car. Nathan Orman in the 40 car going right by him. Poteet, the two-time 500 champion himself in seasons 5 and 9. And from Joshua Osborne's view, the Excite Bears SKF Ford, the Osborne driving a car of his favorite driver at that time, Jeff Burton. Right now, Zachary Fitzwater holds the top spot at the moment in car 66 as he leads the field. Second position right now is Jesse Turner. Cole Deaver trying to move inside of Keith Batson for third spot as they come down into turn number 3. Watch that black number 3 move its way up to the field right there. And as we said, 24 laps in this duel. Same amount of laps we'll have in the Pepsi 400 about middle of the season. So come off turn number 4. Ford. Deaver holds third position right now. Mike Becker in 44. Going to fourth position right now. And in fifth position and trying fourth. This is 7 car of Casey Nanico. He's one of the rookies. He's one of the 3 rookies we mentioned in this event. The only rookie in this duel, by the way. But that makes no difference because ever since we started doing the Gatorade duels in this series, we have had rookies win the duels, believe it or not. And some of them actually have gone on to run pretty well in the season, as we said. Some of them we thought would be a flash in the pan, a fluke, whatever. But in some ways they have kind of backed it. They've kind of backed it all up. Like they talk the talk and walk the walk as well. Becker right now currently latched on the back bumper of Fitzwater at the moment. And don't look now, but here comes that 94 in the third position right now, Jessica Shelton. The McDonald's Ford, the 4-time series champion. She's in third position right now. Osborne trying to move behind in fourth position. Now Osborne's going to try to help Shelton to second place right now. She moves inside of Becker for second place, but stuck behind Fitzwater at the moment. Ford's right now occupying the first 3 spots on the inside lane. Poteet, the first non-Ford product in that bunch, in the Pontiac in 4th spot. Start finish line to come here. 7 laps in the books right now. On board with Poteet. That's the in-car look from Dylan's car as he tries to move behind Osborne. Now tries to get by him. And he's gonna push Shelton to the lead now. You're riding with Poteet as it happens. And the start and off to number 4, it's gonna be Jessica Shelton to the number 1 spot right now. But Poteet's gonna try to spoil that to the inside lane. He moves Shelton up the track. Does he lead this lap? No, he does not. Shelton leads the lap. And Dylan also has a rear bumper cam as well. And he takes the lead from Shelton with the help of Joshua Osborne, pair of Kentuckians. First and second at the moment here. Osborne from the Osborne from the southeastern side of Kentucky. And Poteet from the western side of Kentucky. And moving in the third spot, Emmanuel Hartnett in car number 11, driving the Paychex sponsor. That's a new sponsor for this series, believe it or not. Or new sponsor, I should say, anywhere in the NNSCRA, as I should say. But right now, Poteet holds the lead at the moment here. Hartnett's going to try for second position. 33 car to the low side. That is James Henry. James Henry made his first appearance in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in season 21 when we ran the 1993 cars. As did the 40 of Nathan Orman. He also made his first appearance in the season 21 as well. So the front 4 cars trying to break away here. Here comes the 7 car to the low side of the racetrack here. Casey Nanico to the low side of the track as he'll take 5th position away from Osborne. And right behind him, the new ride for the season for Sky Commons in the 9 car. Last season he drove the South Point 62 car. Last season, now switch from Chevrolet to Ford. For season driving the Melling Racing Ford. Commons right now in 6th position at the moment, as you see the 33 of James Henry go to the high side now. Now he'll follow Nanico in a 7 machine as they come down the backstretch here. And moving his way through the field, making his comeback this season, Cap Sheeran, 36 car, the M&M's Pontiac, and they'll go 3 wide through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Sheeran making a daring move to the low side, and now Zach Winkle goes to the top spot as he started this race from dead last. And now he'll start, and now he moves up to the lead position at the moment. Nanico to 2nd position now, Hartnett, then Shear, then Poteet. And right behind him, Joshua Collard in 43 in the STP Pontiac. And Collard, another one of those guys who'd like to get a Daytona 500 win in this series as well. Coming to start-finish line, they'll have 11 laps to go in duel number 1 at Daytona. Zach Winkle leads the race here. Casey Nanico, 2nd position. 3rd spot is Kev Shear, but here comes Collard for 3rd position as he moves Shear up to the high side. Now Jay Jefferson on the 1 car looks slow on the track, and he'll take 4th position away, or tries to, with the help of Nathan Orman and Marcus Sachi. And whoa, Jefferson, big mistake right there. He moves. I was going to say big mistake because he moved to the high side, and it is a big mistake because Collard gets the momentum to the low side and takes the position away from Nanico. And now Collard's going to try to look low on the 97 car of Zach Winkle. Winkle has won in this series before. His win came a couple seasons back at Pocono. And Collard has won quite a bit in this series as well as himself as well. And I'm not sure if any of them have been on a plate track. I'm not sure on that one just yet, but we have to check back and see. But if you remember, that 43 car, for some reason last season, was a Toyota odd sponsorship to have odd manufacturer to have on a petty 43, but it's now back to Pontiac this season. Sachi now 2nd position. In 3rd position goes the 28 car of Kat Batson. As she moves her way into the 3rd position now in car number 28, Collard still holds the top spot at the moment. Jesse Turner now 4th position, and Keith Batson, Kat's husband, runs right now in 5th position and he's got the help from Cole Deaver in the 3 car. And here comes Kat saying, "Come on, Keith, hook up with me." And Keith's trying to get there as quick as he can, though, before he gets blocked on the inside lane by Sachi as they come off turn number 4. Eight laps to go in the Gatorade 125 race number 1. And Kat Batson looks to the high side here. Collard as she sticks behind Collard. Now Keith now looks low on, and now hooks up with Kat. Deaver up to 4th position. And now Kat gets moved to the high side. Keith goes to 2nd place now in 28. So they come off turn number 4 at the moment here. Keith Batson to 2nd position now behind Collard. Deaver up to 3rd spot in car number 3. Then Becker up to 4th position, and Henry Sanford, number 55, goes up to 5th. Tries to take the top 5 spot away, and here comes Cole Deaver for the 2nd spot. 2 of the most iconic numbers of NASCAR in the top 2 spots, the 43 and the 3. And here comes Deaver. He wants that top spot here. Shelton gets moved up the track by the 33 car of James Henry as they come off turn number 4. And it's Deaver and Collard side by side. And it's Cole Deaver leading this lap here. Henry Sanford, second place, or trying to go for second place now. Then it's James Henry in 33. And right behind him, Zachary Fitzwater and Jay Jefferson, Joshua Osborne, Jesse Turner. On an inside lane here. Down the backstretch they come here. Here comes Henry Sanford to the low side of Deaver for the number 1 spot. He pushes Deaver to the high side. Sanford to the low side. Darn pace car. Sanford to the low side of the track, and he's going to take the lead now in car number 55. Five laps to go. Averaging 190.127 miles an hour after 19 laps in this first dual race. James Henry second position now. Here comes number 66. That's Fitzwater. Off the 4th turn to come. 20 laps in the books. 4 laps to go in race number 1 of the Gatorade 125s. Henry Sanford out in front. Second position is Zachary Fitzwater. Jay Jefferson now looking for 3rd position now in the number 1 car. He's got that spot right at the moment. Osborne trying for 4th. And here comes Jefferson. He says that he thinks it's time right now. Moves to the inside, tries to get Osborne to push him, and he does. Henry throws a block on him as they come off turns 3 and 4. Jesse Turner moves up the position right now. Kev Shear and Sky Cummins in the inside lane as well. 3 to go. On board with Osborne in car number 99. Close up on the back of Jefferson's car. It looks the low side again now. Sanford throws the block here. Henry Sanford, that is. His brother Charles is in race number 2, by the way. To the start-finish line they come. 2 laps to go in race number 1. But here comes Jefferson to the low side again. Jefferson makes the crossover move on Osborne. Jesse Turner tries to stick back to the low side again before Shearer gets there, and he does. As they come out turn number 2 now, Kev Shearer, he says, "Nuh-uh, I'm not having any of that, and I want to take the win here in this duel." Here comes Jefferson to the low side of Henry Sanford. And it's Jay Jefferson to the lead now. In the second go, now tries to try for second is Jesse Turner. Off the 4th turn they come here. Turner to the low side of Jefferson now as they come off turn number 4. To the start-finish line, white flag. Jay Jefferson, car number 1, the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Out in front right now, in the second position, Kev Shearer in car 36. Making his comeback to the series. Can he pull it all off in the first duel? He's trying to close up on Turner at the moment. Or I mean on Jefferson, excuse me. No showing yet. And here comes Hartnett for 3rd spot now. And he's got it. Trying off turn number 4 they come here. Jay Jefferson, car number 1 out in front. The start finish line they come, and Gatorade 125 race 1 goes to Jay Jefferson. He wins at Daytona. So Jay Jefferson takes race number 1 of the Gatorade Duels at Daytona. Cab Shearer comes home second. Third to Emmanuel Hartnett. Fourth place will go to Dylan Poteet. Fifth place will go to Jesse Turner. Sixth to Zach Winkle. Seventh to Henry Sanford. Eighth to Casey Nanico, a good qualifying for him. Ninth to the pole sitter Joshua Osborne, and 10th to Nathan Ormond. Average speed 190.202. That's the average speed in this race. Rest of the finishing order here for you: Sky Cummins 11th, Jessica Shelton 12th, 13th Zachary Fitzwater, 14th will be James Henry, 15th Marcus Sachi, 16th Cole Deaver, 17th Kat Batson, 18th Joshua Collard, 19th Mike Becker, and Keith Batson 20th. So that's how they'll finish in race number 1. Race number 2 of the Gatorade Duels coming up next.
Greg, did you have any ignition problem?
Back at Daytona International Speedway as we're getting set for race number 2 of the Gatorade Duels at Daytona International Speedway. We saw a great race in race number 1 with Jay Jefferson taking the win. Now we'll see who's in the other half of the Daytona 500 starting lineup as the inside rows have been set up. Now this is set to determine the outside rows for the 500. And on the pole for this second race, it is the outside pole sitter, a rookie, Brandon Parker in car number 20, the Home Depot Pontiac, has the pole for this event. He'll be alongside one of our in-car cameras in race number 2, Seth Cullen, car 45, the 10-10-345 Lucky Dog Pontiac. Get your sponsors anywhere, can you? Row 2 has Nathan Hudson. We'll have more on the story on the 31 car on after this, but Nathan Hudson now has the 31 car this season. More comfortable name to pronounce, I will say that for sure. He'll be alongside Dylan Young in car 2. In the Miller Lite Ford, on that one. Third row is Jordan Lopez in car 6, the Valvoline Ford, and beside him Johnny Gardner, car 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet. The next row down has Shane Lake in the Jimmy Dean Sausage Pontiac, car number 30. He'll be alongside car 77, Paul Minnick, the Jasper Engines and Transmissions Federal Mogul Ford. Next row down has Chris Dollerton announcing his last season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in the 60 Power Team Chevrolet. Dollerton usually a tough driver in this series for sure, without question. Next row he'll be alongside Matt Haas in car 18, the Interstate Battery Pontiac. Next row down has William Brock in car 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and beside him will be car 23. It will be Adam Flickinger and a rookie in the Winston Noble Ford. Next row down has Charles Sanford, the season 15 series champion in car 42, the Bell Cells Chevrolet. He's also the season 19 Daytona 500 winner. He'll be alongside car 5, Phil Parker in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down has Phil's teammate Kyle Matthews in car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, the defending series champion, and also won the Daytona 500 last season as well. The DuPont Chevrolet car 24. He has our second in-car camera. He'll be alongside Rob Evans in car number 12, the Mobile One Ford. Next row down is car 16, Julius Anderson, the Prime Star Ford, and he'll be alongside Alex Miller in the Team Realtree Chevrolet. Then the last row, Mitchell Collins in car 10 in the Tide Ford, and Ryan Brommer in car 26 of the Cheerios Ford. And we should mention, actually, Kyle Matthews as our third in-car camera, actually. Our second in-car camera will be riding inside Dylan Young's car. So Dylan Young, Seth Cullen, Kyle Matthews all has our in-car cameras in the second dual event. And of course, we mentioned the 31 car actually is now driven by Nathan Hudson. I know in the sign-up video I had a name by the name of Ferdinand Otts, whatever that name is. Commands get in for race number for the commands get in the 40 inches for the second dual race. As I was saying, by the way, I had a guy by the name of Ferdinand Otts on the 31 car originally for this season, but when Nathan Hudson asked he wanted a ride, I just gave him the 31 ride because I mean, and no disrespect shown to anybody new trying to sign up for the series. By the way, I know, and because if you know my voice, I'm not Seth Cole. By the way, if you know my voice, I'm James Qualls. By the way, doing this series, but Seth may not have a problem with having anybody new in the series. But as far as me is concerned, if anybody new comes along, then I usually question if they are a troll, if there's something anywhere else along that nature, because we've had trolls in our community before, and Seth, of course, obviously knows all too well about this, as is guys like Dylan Young, Poteet, Trent Dunham, a lot of people in this community, but like I said, no disrespect to Frodemar, but like I said, when Nathan asked he wanted a ride, I just gave him the 31 car and stuff like that. So anyway, I may get hated on, I may get hate from this, but better to have somebody you know in this series than to have somebody you don't know in this series. So there you go. So with all that said, the green flag's about to fly for duel number 2 here. Brandon Parker in the Joe Gibbs 20 on, in fact, both the Joe Gibbs cars in this event. Green flag is out. Race number 2 is on. This race, like race number 1, also 24 laps. And same format as race number 1 in this case right here. Brandon Parker has the outside pole locked for the 500, so he'll automatically start second regardless of where he finishes in this event. If the other 19 cars win, then he or she will start 4th in this event here today. In fact, there's no she in this duel. Jessica Shelton is the only girl in the field, by the way. Actually, my mistake. Her and Kat Batson are the only ladies in the field. Excuse me. So my mistake on that. Anyway, back to the lead here. Nathan Hudson goes to the number 1 spot in car 31. He'll take the number 1 spot to come off to number 4. Jordan Lopez, driving the Martin cars, up to the number 2 position right now. Third is Shane Lake in the Bahari Racing number 30. And here comes Chris Dalton to the low side cars number 60. Chris announced on the sign-up video that this is his last season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, and so Chris, the season 10 champion in this series, and he would love to close it all out with his second ever championship with the Power Team Chevrolet this season. Dalton's won his share of races in the series before as well, so he is yeah. But he is running third at the moment right now. William Brock in the 4 car, back with the Kodak Film team. He's at the 4th position at the moment in car number 4. So he tries to get by Jordan Lopez, Charles Stanford in 42, right there behind. Season 19 Daytona 500 winner. He's up to as he tries to move his way up to the field right now. And you're riding with the defending Daytona 500 champion, Kyle Matthews, in car 24. Matthews at the 8th position right now. didn't qualify all that well in the original qualifying day at Daytona. But we like the better starting position with that, without question here. Matthews started this dual race. Matthews started this dual race in 15th position, so he originally was going to start 30th for the 500. But that's why we have the dual races, to try to better your starting position if you can. And look at Matthews to the low side, trying to, and he's trying to fight his way up to the front right now as they come to the start finish line, or off the travel on the turn number 1. And he's going to push Charles Sanford to the number 1 spot right now. Matthews trying to move his way up to the second position, trying to get past the 4-car William Brock and 16-car Julius Anderson. I think he's another rookie. I think maybe so. I'm not sure, to be honest. Five laps into this second dual race here. And what a start to this race so far here. Charles Sanford out in front, but here comes step 24. Kyle Matthews to the low side, and he'll take the lead in this Gatorade Duel 2. But here comes 16. Julius Anderson to the low side. He's going to have the push from the 10 car, Mitchell Collins. And I don't care what car he drives, though. Mitchell Collins, always a very strong plate racer for some reason. Actually, his first win in this race came in the Pepsi 400 2 seasons back with the number 40 Kendall machine. And now he is driving the car owned by Rudd Performance Motorsports, the number 10 Tide machine. So he has a quality ride for sure. And he's going to go with the 16-car Julius Anderson as they'll push Matthews up to the high side now. And moving up from last position, starting spot, Ryan Brommer in the 26 machine, the Cheerios car. It's weird to see the 26 car in anything except the Quaker State car in this series, but it will be here. But nonetheless, though, he is moving up. But nonetheless, he is moving his way up to the field right now in the 16 in the field right now. But he's up in the high side now as Anderson leads this lap. Collins in second position. Third is now the 71 car, Alex Miller, another rookie in this series. Five car, Phil Parker, one of the three Hendrick cars in this race here. All three of the Hendrick cars, I should say, are in this duel, I should say. Now he and Kyle Matthews run side by side for the position as Parker drives for fourth position now. And here comes Mitchell Collins for the lead, number 10, as he and Julius Anderson side by side. On board Seth Cole's car. And there's a look from Dylan Young's perspective. Running right alongside his Penske teammate, Rob Evans. Running behind the 6 car of Jordan Lopez. Young making that inside lane work as they come down the back stretch here, and as they here, 3,000 foot long. See how fast Young goes into turn number 3, 192 miles an hour, 193 miles an hour in the third turn. And several cars going to get shuffled up to the high side now. And now you're riding in the car alongside Dylan Young. That was Kyle Matthews in 24 as you ride with him now. Now he's now shoved to the high side. He was 12th the last time by. The sights and sounds of Daytona International Speedway here. Adam Flickinger, one of the many rookies in this field. He is in the lead right now in the 23 machine as we are about almost halfway through this duel. Matt Haas in second position. Third is Shane Lake. Fourth, Paul Minnick. And battling for fifth is Jordan Lopez and the 5 car of Phil Parker. As they come down the backstretch here comes Lake to the low side of the track here as they go into the third turn now. And Shane Lake, the second place now in number 30. Ford in first, Pontiac second and third, and Ford in fourth and fifth and sixth. Halfway home, 12 laps down, 12 laps left to go in duel number 2. So Flickinger leads the race here. Lopez in second position. Third is Dylan Young. William Brock the fourth position. Here comes number 31. That is Nathan Hudson. To the low side of the track here. And here comes as Lopez now up to the high side now, number 6. Off the fourth turn they come here. Hudson side by side. And now number 4 car, that's Brock to the high side now. Hudson looks low on the track, and back up to the field comes the outside pole for the 500. Brandon Parker in number 20. He'll move into second position now, or not second position. Bleh. He'll try to move up into fifth, maybe in fourth spot now as they come off turn number 4. As he'll try to get by Brock on the high side. And now Dylan Young takes second place now, number 2, as they come to the start-finish line. Parker has fourth position. And Brandon, by the way, is no relation to Phil Parker, by the way. He's no relation to Phil. And 3 wide for the lead here. Here comes Nathan Hudson in the 31 car. As he'll take the lead now. Brandon Parker second place, and he'll lead both Dylan Young and the 23 car of 23 car back. Adam Flickinger to the low side now. And here comes Brandon Parker for the lead, number 20, as he'll move low. And where did Johnny Gardner come from? 25 car, the first ever Daytona 500 winner in this series. Gardner to the lead now as they come to the start-finish line now. Parker has the top spot for the moment here. Gardner to second place. Dollarton's going to try for third, and he's got it. And with the help of Rob Evans in the 12 car, Rob, by the way, is Gardner's quasi-teammate. A quasi-teammate, despite the fact that Chevy and Ford, despite the fact one's a Chevy team from Hendrick and one's a Ford team from Penske. And off the start-finish line to come here, Gardner has the number 1 spot at the moment, and his buddy Rob Evans right there behind him in second place. Johnny, you might want to screenshot that moment, by the way, if you're watching this. 17 laps in the books, 7 to go in Duel 2. Those two hoping to grab spots 4 and 6 on the starting lineup here if they finish that way. But here comes Charles Sanford to the low side. He'll take third spot. Julius Anderson right there behind him, 4th position. Here comes Seth Cole in 45. He's got Paul Minnick behind him. Same with William Brock in the 4, 24, Kyle Matthews and Phil Parker in the 5. And here comes Sanford at his low side. He's going to spoil the Gardner-Evans breakup. And he'll take second place now as Rob Evans moves to the high side now. Gardner's got Sanford on his back bumper now in that 42 car. And here comes Charles to the lead, and he's going to get it through 3 and 4 with the help of Seth Cole. So Charles Sanford, car 42 to the high side. He's got the low side, I should say. He's got the lead at the moment. And Seth Cole's going to fall behind, as does the 77 Paul Minnick. Then you got William Brock, Kyle Matthews, Phil Parker, and Shane Lake. All behind as they come to the third and fourth turn, first and second turns, I should say. And Seth Cole's going to take the lead with now 5 laps to go. Down in backstretch now, Paul Minnick's going to decide, hey, this is fun. I want to go over the lead. And he's going to take it through 3 and 4. Yes, he does. He's going to shove Seth to the high side now. $20 in the books, 4 to go in race number 2. Paul Minnick, car 77, the Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford out in front. He's got William Brock behind him. He's actually got 3 Chevys behind him right now. William Brock, Kyle Matthews, and Phil Parker. And you got Pontiac in there mixed with Shane Lake in the 30 car, the Bahari racing machine. Here comes Brock to the low side of the track here. He's going to flip to the low side on Minnick, and Minnick threw the block too late. And as Brock says, I'm coming through. He's got it off turn number 4. 3 laps to go. And dead heat the line. It's going to be Brock leading that lap. William Brock, car number 4, out in front. Don't pencil in your winner yet in this Gatorade duel here. It's going to be quite a show in these last few laps. On board, Kyle Matthews' car number 24. He's at the high side now. He gets pushed up to the high side now. 2 laps to go. And here comes number 5, Phil Parker to the low side. He's going to move Brock to the high side of the track now. He's got to push from Shane Lake in number 30 as they come to the third and fourth, first and second turns, I should say. It'll be the white flag next time by. Bill Parker, car 5 out in front. He and Brock side by side, 2x2. This looks like a 190-mile-an-hour pace lap. Phil Parker out in front, Lake to the low side of the track as they come off to number 4. It'll be the white flag out right now. 1 lap to go. In the turn number 1, we saw Jay Jefferson lead the whole last lap, though he wasn't passed at all in that final lap. Can the same thing happen to Parker, or will Shane Lake get a run? Off turn number 2 they come. Backstretch, what are they going to do? Shane Lake stays tucked on the back of Parker's car now as they come off turn number 4. Here they come to start. Here they come to check their flag now. Phil Parker out in front. Lake stuck to the back bumper of the 5 car. And that's going to do it. Phil Parker wins duel number 2 at Daytona. So Phil Parker, the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, wins the second duel at Daytona. Shane Lake comes home second. Third to Alex Miller. Fourth place will go to Jordan Lopez. William Brock fifth. Sixth to Brandon Parker. Seventh place to Kyle Matthews. Eighth, Johnny Gardner. Ninth, Paul Minnick. And Rob Evans comes home in 10th. Average speed 190.535. Rest of the finishing order for you here: Seth Cole, Ryan Brommer, Charles Sanford, Matt Haas, Chris Dollerton, Mitchell Collins, Adam Flickinger, Julius Anderson, Nathan Hudson, and Dylan Young. That's the finishing order in duel number 2 at Daytona National Speedway. So congratulations to your duel winners. Congratulations to your duel winners: Jay Jefferson in duel 1 and Bill Parker in duel 2. That's who. Here, as the Gatorade 125s comes to close, and the starting lineup will be set for the Daytona. It's all set for the Daytona 500. It'll be Jay Jefferson starting 3rd, and starting 4th will be Bill Parker for the 500 itself. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got interraces, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel, and be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup series, which is ongoing at the moment. So be sure to check that series out. And also be sure to check out our other series as well, including Michael Norman's Budweiser All-Pro series, also on his channel. And to subscribe and to keep up on the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series, be sure to subscribe to Thrashmania899's channel for that series as well if you want to keep up on that. Excuse me, darned allergies. So that's all said and done here at Daytona National Speedway. The starting lineup will be presented on at the end of this video as well for the 500 itself, and so that will be coming up. The Daytona 500 will be. Oh, excuse me. The starting lineup for the Daytona 500 will be presented at the end of this video. That's what's coming up after after this video. The Daytona 500, here for the season 23. Shows you how off I've been on my announcing here after a few weeks. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is the Daytona 500 is coming up next in Speedweek season 23 at Daytona. So again, congratulations to Jay Jefferson and Phil Parker, winners of races 1 and 2 in the Gatorade 125s at Daytona. And for now, and here's the starting for the Daytona 500. After all this, for now, it's James Colson, production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We'll see you for the 500.